welcome to Delicious Italian. Today what I'd like to show you how to make is spaghetti con broccolini, or spaghetti with broccoli. Now this is a dish that is so quick, it cooks in the amount of time that it takes to boil the pasta. We just require a few ingredients for this dish, comes together really quickly. I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's talk about our ingredients. So I have, to begin, olive oil. I have garlic. Right here I have some chopped garlic, about 2 tablespoons. I've got salt and pepper, and I've got the broccolini and the spaghetti. Now I skipped this ingredient because I want to talk about it for a minute. It's anchovy fillets. And I know a lot of people go, oh, I don't like anchovies. But the truth of the matter is, anchovies are in this dish. They melt into the garlic and olive oil, and nobody even knows that they're eating anchovies. It just adds a really deep, delicious flavor to this dish with the greens. I'll show you how to make it. All right, so now I'm just cutting my broccolini into small pieces, bite-sized pieces. This broccolini will really soften as it cooks. Now the process here is I'm going to put this broccolini right into that salted pasta water. I'm going to let it come back to a boil, and then I'm going to add my spaghetti to it. And in the meantime, I'm going to make the sauce. So our water is boiling rapidly, and I'm just going to add the broccoli right into that water. Like I said, it's salted, but we do need to remember the anchovy that we have in here, in the sauce that is. We don't want to make this dish overly salty, so we have to be cautious about adding salt to the sauce. Our broccolini has come back to a boil. I'm going to add pasta. Now I'm just making enough for a couple of people right now. A couple of handfuls of pasta right in with the broccolini. Put that down in there. Now this pasta takes about 8 minutes for al dente, and that will be the time that the whole thing will be ready. So once I get this pasta in here stirred up and well mixed, I will move over to make our sauce. So we have the bottom of the pan coated with a good amount of olive oil, and I'm adding in my garlic. Now my oil isn't hot yet, my extra virgin olive oil. I want this garlic to really infuse the olive oil with flavor, and I don't want it to get too dark too quickly. So I want to keep a close eye on this. All right, so our garlic is starting to sizzle a little bit, and now I want to add my anchovy fillets. There are just a couple of fillets here, and I'm just going to break them up. As they get warmer, they're going to fall apart and just become part of this garlic and oil. I'm going to lower my heat because, like I said, I don't want this to get away from me. And this is going to be our sauce, but it's going to be very important that we use some of the pasta water for making this into a nice starchy sauce that coats all of the pasta and the broccolini. All right, now this is fine. Our garlic is golden, our anchovies are melting. I'm going to turn off my burner, and now all I need to do is drain the pasta with the broccolini, and I'll show you how it comes together. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper to my pan, and I don't think we're going to add any salt here. When the pasta's ready, I'm going to taste it, make sure it's salty enough, and that is going to do it for salt. But we've got some pepper in here, our garlic, our anchovies, and we're just going to add our pasta and broccolini. I'm going to take out some of this nice starchy water that's going to help us make a sauce. I'm going to drain this pasta, and I'll show you how we put this together. All right, so I have my sauce here. Grab my tool, and I have our pasta, which has drained. I'm going right in to that saucepan with my broccolini, and I'm going to add some of the reserved water here. Nice starchy water, and I'm just going to bring this together. Oh man, I think you can see that this dish looks delicious. I must tell you, it smells wonderful, and this is just a favorite dish. It's very common to make this in Italy, and we're using all different kinds of greens. But today, broccolini. I hope you enjoyed this recipe video, and I hope you'll tune in again for more Delicious Italian. Buon appetito!